By the touch of his hand. By the touch of his hand, the great architect drew the plans of creation and brought it into effect. And all in the sea, in the air, and on the land were built to perfection by the great builder's hand. By the touch of his hand he painted the sky. When the canvas was blank, the brush he did apply. The scenery of earth the great artist colored there, and the beauty of his art is seen everywhere. By the touch of his hand he tuned the right notes, gives songs to the birds that warble from their throats. Written by the great musician, he gives every air. Each melody to each creature, he composed it with care. By the touch of his hand he formed Adam from the dust, Eve from the man's rib, and told them to trust in him, the great Creator. But they heeded not his demands, and the ruination of his handiwork has the touch of their hands. By the touch of his hand Mary conceived. Sinners trusting in her Son from sin would be relieved. And Jesus the Redeemer walked the dust of the earth, and said, "Come unto me, and I will give you new birth." By the touch of his hand he healed the sick and the lame. The great physician cured all who called on his name. They crucified him on a cross. Death a baying crowd demands, and the wood of the tree felt the touch of his hands. By the touch of his hand God rolled the stone away, just to show that Jesus in grave no longer lay. Thomas doubted Christ had risen just the way it was planned, but believed in his Savior when he touched him by his hand. By the touch of his hand I know I was set free from the penalty of sin when he reached to me. Why the great Redeemer died for me I will never understand, but I know his presence is with me by the touch of his hand.